Charles Barkley discloses Kenny Smith's real strategy in Stephen A. Smith. Free throw contest after defeat. Shooting is like a good friend. They never leave you, brother. With his 82% free throw shooting percentage, Kenny Smith was confident about his win. But he suffered an unprecedented defeat to Stephen A. Smith. Even Bucks star Damian Lillard was disappointed in Jets' performance. Please don't tell me he lost to Stephen A. Days after the diabolical defeat, Charles Barkley expresses his true feelings over his TNT co-host's strategies, and most importantly, why it did not work. This silly free throw shooting contest, Kenny shoots left-handed and Stephen A. Smith gets to shoot right. What are you doing? The host of the show, Dan Patrick, quizzed Chuck about the entire ordeal of the contest between TNT and ESPN. Well, Kenny wrote a check couldn't cash, and he tried to cover it by in case Stephen beat him shooting left-handed, and he lost okay, and that's it. It was a similar sentiment that Shaquille O'Neal expressed on their show when they were figuring out who would challenge SAS. I know what it is with you, Kenny. That if I lose I'm supposed to lose, I'm a terrible free throw shooter. You scared you might lose. Just say you scared. Shaq and Kenny Smith were arguing about who should face their ESPN counterpart when the Lakers legend hit a gut punch. Naturally, the Rockets legend accepted the contest after the Big Aristotle called him scared. To prove he was not afraid of any challenge, 2 ex-NBA champion increased the stakes by choosing his handicap. To make it right, fair, I have to do a handicap. I'm going to tell you now what I'm going to do is I can beat him lefty. This statement was enough for the Chuckster to change his loyalty. Oh my God, I got you, Stephen A. However, that was not the end. Charles Barkley added a few more jabs like, you being disrespectful to Stephen A. And now, you gonna embarrass the show again. Unfortunately, Sir Chael's prediction came true. Kenny Smith could score only 1, while SAS dropped 3. The Jet couldn't warm up quickly enough, which led to a lot of disappointed fans. Charles Barkley issues a challenge of his own, despite seeing his TNT co-host fail. No, this competition was not against Stephen A. Smith. It was against the show's host, who asked Chuck about Kenny's performance. After berating the Jets' FT shooting, Dan Patrick stated, I can go out, make 8 out of 10 right now. No one would disbelieve what the 76ers legend did next. He bet on the experienced sportscaster to lose. I bet you charity. You set it up. I'll come somewhere. I'll donate $25,000 to your favorite charity. Charles Barkley continued his verbal jab on the Dan Patrick Show. You'll be gagging out there, choking like a dog. But the show's host at receipts, just like he had Kenny's stats, recalled Barkley's shooting. I'm a better free throw shooter than you are. You shot 73% for your career. That's embarrassing. Chuck would dismiss it, reminding Patrick that he was close to 70, so he wasn't making those shots. Fortunately, the 11X All-Star is not shooting himself. Otherwise, it would have led to another TNT analyst embarrassing themselves. However, do you think Barkley would win his bet against Patrick? Or suffer the same fate as Kenny Smith?